Rebounding exercises have become incredibly popular, but are they really safe for seniors? In this video, I'll share how seniors can do trampoline exercises safely, plus the multiple health benefits associated with them. Then I'll show you some sample exercises to help get you started. But first, let's address the safety concern. Many seniors may worry if they have balance issues, or arthritis, or osteopenia, or osteoporosis, if rebounding is safe for them. And overall, doing trampoline exercises is incredibly safe if you do it correctly. First, on the balance issue. If you do have balance concerns, make sure to find a trampoline that has a handle like this one. And by the way, this one is the anterior trampoline. They did give this one to me for free to do this video, but it is incredibly stable and holds up to 450 pounds. So if you are looking at trampolines, make sure you find one that matches your weight capacity. Next, moving on to balance issues. If you do have some balance concerns, just doing balance exercises like standing on one leg can help you to become a little bit more stable on uneven surfaces. If you have arthritis and you're worried about the impact force, even though you're jumping, the trampoline surface absorbs a lot of the impact, so it is surprisingly low impact on your joints, even though you're jumping. With osteopenia and osteoporosis, you may be concerned about if it's safe for your bones. If you do have questions, I would check with your doctor, but overall research shows that rebounding actually increases bone density in postmenopausal women. Now, there was one study that I read. It was a case series of 7 women who sustained compression fractures in their thoracic spine. And largely that was done during the pandemic when people were exercising at home without proper supervision. And one thing they found that if you lean over the handle like this with a rounded upper back, that does put more stress on the front of your vertebrae. So it is important to keep a vertical posture rather than rounding out over top of the handle when you're doing rebounding. So next, let's move on to the health benefits, because there are multiple. Like I said, it does increase bone density. It can help with your cardiovascular and respiratory health. It helps boost circulation in your blood vessels as well as in your lymph system. And that's one of the biggest benefits of rebounding, that it helps circulate lymph fluid. Your lymph system helps remove toxins from your blood, but unlike your blood vessels, your lymph system doesn't have a pump like your heart. Therefore, it relies on movement in order to circulate lymph fluid. Next, it increases muscle strength and muscle endurance, particularly in your leg muscles, in your core muscles, and in your pelvic floor. And another thing that rebounding has been shown to be helpful for is women with stress urinary incontinence. Meaning if you leak urine when you sneeze, cough, laugh, run, or jump, rebounding, doing small little jumps on a trampoline is a good way to train your pelvic floor muscles to help with incontinence. Rebounding can also help you burn calories, lose weight, and lose body fat. So now that we've discussed the benefits of rebounding, how do you get started? Well, one thing you've seen me do through a lot of this video is just called a health bounce. Just little mini bounces on 2 feet where your feet barely leave the trampoline surface or don't leave the trampoline surface at all. This helps circulate blood and lymph fluid, and just doing this for a few minutes is good to help improve some circulation. Next, you can move on by doing jumping jacks. You can do that either with your arms, or if you have balance issues, doing it without your arms as well. Now, one thing I'll note with this particular trampoline model is it does have some bungee cords attached. And so if you want to get some more upper body exercise, you can use the cords to do that, or do overhead exercises like this. However, I wouldn't do it when jumping because it can pull the surface up. So if you do want to get your arms involved with a little extra resistance, just hold some really light dumbbells, a pound or 2, when you're doing jumping jacks. Next, you can do some side-to-side motion like this. So just going from one side to the other. And this is really good because many typical gym exercises focus on a straight forward to backward plane, but getting your side to side muscles involved is also good for developing strength in your outer glute muscles, your gluteus medius and minimus. Next, you can do some twisting of your trunk like this. And with all of these, again, if you do have some balance issues, again, make sure to hold on so you don't fall off. Always keep safety in mind first. You can do a toy soldier like this, and if you do have a bar, just make sure to turn sideways to it so you don't hit it. That one you obviously can't hold on while doing. If you want to increase the intensity, you can start with marching in place and then amp that up to jogging in place as you get a little bit more fit. You can increase the bounce height as you get a little bit more fit. And again, keep safety in mind, but studies have shown that the higher intensity the bounce, the greater the cardiovascular effect is. So this is a really fun way to exercise, and you burn a lot of calories in a short period of time. You can burn 200 to 400 calories in 30 minutes. Now, how much rebounding do you really need? Some people have stated that 10 minutes of rebounding equals 30 minutes of jogging, citing a groundbreaking NASA study to back them up. And while the study was groundbreaking back in 1980 when it was originally performed, that's probably over-extrapolating the results. All that it really showed is between rebounding and jogging that for an equivalent heart rate, you get a more full body distribution of exercise than with running. It tends to be more distributed down at the ankles. So you do need a rather large dose to get weight loss and health benefits from this. Most studies that I saw were 30 to 40 minutes, 2 to 3 days a week. But one really nice thing about rebounding, and possibly the best reason to do it, is it's a lot of fun. Even though you are exercising, it just kind of feels like being a kid playing out on the playground again. So it's a really fun way to exercise, and when things are enjoyable to do, you're more likely to actually do them. So if you would like a fun way to exercise, I would suggest checking out Rebounding. If you do need a rebounder for home, I'll put a link to this one down in the description. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.